Angel says, dear child, stop everything you're doing right now. You have only 30 minutes to prepare for what's coming. God has sent me with an urgent message that cannot wait. Someone is following you and keeping detailed records of your movements, the times you enter and exit your home, your workplace, and other locations important to you. This isn't just random observation. This person has been tracking your patterns for weeks, carefully documenting your schedule, strategically studying your routines. The purpose behind this surveillance isn't coincidental, it's deliberately calculated to gather specific information about your life and habits. The divine realm is in emergency mode right now. Your guardian angels have been frantically working to identify this surveillance and create a protective barrier around you, but we need your conscious awareness to make it strong enough. This situation is evolving rapidly, and every minute counts in your preparation. I can see them already with their notebook, their phone camera, their tracking methods carefully hidden from obvious detection. The energy surrounding them is heavy with purpose, charged with focused attention, directed entirely on monitoring your movements. This person believes they have legitimate reasons for this invasion of privacy. Your daily routines are about to become the center of a spiritual battle that has been brewing beneath the surface for longer than you realize. What appears to be recent surveillance has actually been building slowly, carefully, deliberately. But God has not left you without warning or protection. Like this video and type 911 to receive God's emergency warning and divine protection. Angel says, dear child, now I must reveal the truth about this surveillance and what it really means. With less than 25 minutes remaining, you need to understand exactly what you're facing so you can prepare properly. This person isn't acting on simple curiosity. They're being driven by something more calculated, something connected to your future rather than your past. The timing patterns they're documenting aren't random observations. They're building a predictive model of your movements, creating a map of when you're most vulnerable, when certain locations are empty, when specific patterns can be exploited. The times they're focusing on most intently reveal their true intentions. The early morning departures, the evening returns, the predictable lunch breaks, these are the anchors of their surveillance strategy. They believe these consistent patterns give them the information they need for what comes next. God has shown me their documentation methods. They're not just mentally noting times, they're creating detailed records, sometimes using their phone to timestamp photos, sometimes making notes in an app that tracks location data. They're building a file of evidence that feels justified to them but is deeply concerning to the divine realm. What makes this situation particularly dangerous is how ordinary it appears on the surface. A person casually checking their phone, sitting in a parked car, walking a dog at the same time each day, these seemingly innocent activities mask a deliberate tracking operation that's growing more detailed with each passing day. But here's what gives me hope: I can see gaps in their surveillance, blind spots in their understanding, moments they've missed that create openings for divine intervention. These openings are where protection will enter your life. Like this video and type 222 to uncover the complete truth about their intentions. Angel says, dear child, with just 20 minutes remaining, I must reveal the full truth about who is following you and why they're tracking your movements. God is allowing me to show you exactly what has motivated this surveillance. The person following you is connected to something valuable you possess, something you might not even realize has special significance. They've been hired by someone who believes you have access to information, property, or a relationship that holds unexpected value. Your daily patterns are being documented to identify the perfect moment to make their move. Their focus on your entry and exit times reveals their true intention. They aren't interested in harming you physically, they're searching for windows of opportunity when certain locations are empty or when specific people are absent. They're mapping the rhythm of your life to find the gaps they can exploit. God has shown me how they misunderstand what they're actually seeing. They believe your routines reveal vulnerability, but they're missing the divine protection that surrounds you even in your most predictable moments. Their documentation is creating a false sense of knowledge that blinds them to spiritual reality. They're trying to remain unnoticed, changing their appearance slightly, using different vehicles when possible, positioning themselves where they blend into normal daily activity. Their greatest fear is that you'll become aware of their presence before they gather enough information. Your guardian angels have been tracking this surveillance operation from the beginning, documenting every instance, preserving evidence of their intentions. This truth is being protected in the spiritual realm until the perfect moment for divine intervention. Like this video and type 333 to unlock this divine truth revelation. Angel says, dear child, with just 15 minutes remaining, we must activate your divine protection shield. This spiritual barrier is being created specifically for this situation, designed to guard both your physical movements and your peace of mind from this invasive surveillance. God has dispatched specialized guardian angels to your daily paths. These are angels of obscurement, angels of pattern disruption, angels of divine misdirection. They're positioning themselves along your regular routes, creating spiritual variations that will confuse and disorient anyone tracking your movements. I can see them weaving threads of silver light across your timeline, creating subtle shifts in your normal patterns without requiring conscious effort from you. This won't completely change your necessary routines, but it will introduce divine variations that make predictive tracking impossible. Your guardian angel is strengthening your spiritual awareness, infusing your senses with divine alertness. This protection will help you notice when you're being observed without becoming fearful. It will help you sense hidden presence when someone is watching. It will help you make natural adjustments to your patterns without disrupting your life. This divine shield has multiple layers. The outer layer creates spiritual static around your movements. The middle layer introduces divine timing shifts that appear random to observers. The inner layer maintains your authentic path while adding protective variations. Together, they create a complete protection system. As this shield activates, you might feel sudden impulses to take slightly different routes, unexpected urges to leave a few minutes earlier or later, or quiet nudges to vary your routines. These are signs that divine protection is taking effect. Like this video and type 444 to activate this divine protection shield. Angel says, dear child, with divine protection in place and only 10 minutes remaining, God is revealing the exact strategy you need to follow to counter this surveillance. These divine instructions will guide your actions and responses during this challenging situation. First, you must avoid creating new rigid patterns that can be tracked. Your guardian angels will be guiding you to introduce natural variations to your schedule. When you feel a subtle nudge to take a different route or timing, follow it without hesitation. This divine guidance isn't random, it's strategically disrupting the surveillance pattern. When moving through public spaces, remain calm and natural while expanding your awareness. God's angels will be heightening your perception, helping you notice if the same face appears too often or if someone's attention lingers too long. Don't stare directly or show recognition, simply note their presence while continuing your normal activities. There are specific responses you should avoid. Don't drastically alter all your routines at once, don't confront anyone you suspect, don't share your concerns on social media. These reactions would alert them that you're aware and potentially accelerate their timeline. Instead, make small, natural adjustments that appear random rather than reactive. Most importantly, strengthen your home protection rituals. Take an extra moment to ensure doors and windows are secured. Limit information about your schedule in conversations that could be overheard, and reduce patterns that can be observed from outside your living space. These small adjustments create a critical buffer zone where divine protection can work more effectively. Like this video and type 555 to receive this divine strategy. Angel says, dear child, with just 5 minutes remaining, God is revealing how the complete truth about this surveillance will emerge over time. What begins as hidden tracking will ultimately be exposed through divine timing that serves your highest protection. The divine light of truth is already illuminating the hidden aspects of this situation. I can see it revealing the identity of this person, exposing their true intentions, highlighting the patterns they've documented. What seems invisible now will gradually become apparent through a series of divine revelations. Your guardian angels are creating a timeline for complete exposure. I can see this unfolding in 3 distinct phases. The first phase brings subtle awareness of being watched. The second phase reveals specific evidence of the surveillance. The third phase exposes the complete motivation and connection behind this monitoring. God wants you to know that this revelation process has divine timing. It will unfold gradually to ensure your maximum protection, with each piece of information arriving exactly when you need it. What begins today will set in motion a process of exposure that continues until the surveillance operation is completely disrupted. I can see divine light surrounding specific moments in the coming days, a familiar car appearing too often, a coincidental encounter that reveals too much knowledge of your schedule, an unexpected discovery that confirms your spiritual intuition. These moments are already marked in your protective journey. Like this video and type 666 to accelerate this divine truth timeline. Angel says, dear child, with just 2 minutes remaining, God is revealing how this seemingly threatening surveillance will transform into unexpected blessing. What begins as an invasion of privacy will ultimately create openings for greater security and divine protection in your life. I can see divine energy already beginning to reshape the trajectory of this situation. What was designed to map your vulnerabilities is being divinely redirected to reveal where you need stronger boundaries. What was meant to exploit your patterns is being transformed into an opportunity to develop more spiritual awareness. What was intended to predict your movements is being converted into a catalyst for divine unpredictability. This transformation won't happen instantly, it will unfold in phases, each revealing another layer of divine purpose. The initial awareness breaks old patterns that needed breaking. The middle process establishes new protective habits. The final integration creates a lifestyle of spiritual alertness that serves you permanently. Your guardian angels are already weaving strands of blessing into this situation. I can see them creating pathways toward deeper intuitive connection, opportunities for divine guidance in daily decisions, openings to new levels of spiritual perception that weren't accessible before this situation emerged. The divine realm specializes in turning invasive surveillance into heightened spiritual awareness, vulnerability mapping into strength building, and privacy invasion into boundary establishment. This situation, though unsettling, has already been targeted for this kind of spiritual transformation. Like this video and type 777 to activate this divine transformation. Angel says, dear child, as your awareness fully activates, God is ensuring that divine justice will ultimately prevail in this situation. This isn't about revenge against those watching you. It's about restoring sacred privacy and righteous boundaries to your life. Heavenly justice operates differently than human reactions. It sees beyond immediate surveillance to underlying motivations, weighs intentions rather than just actions, and creates consequences that lead toward spiritual growth. Your guardian angels are already implementing this divine justice plan, already creating disruptions in the surveillance operation. I can see the ripples of divine justice already spreading through this situation. What appears as simple schedule tracking on the surface is activating a profound spiritual accountability system. The very documentation being created is simultaneously generating a spiritual record that will be used in divine timing. God wants you to understand that true justice includes redirection for everyone involved. The person monitoring your movements will eventually face circumstances that reveal the error of their approach. The hidden motivations behind this surveillance will ultimately be addressed. Your own relationship with divine protection will be permanently strengthened. Feel the divine light surrounding your daily movements completely now. Your guardian angels have created a permanent shield around your routines, a sacred space where your comings and goings are divinely protected. This doesn't eliminate all need for practical awareness, but it ensures you move through daily life with spiritual security intact. Like this video and type 888 to seal this final divine